Hi, Redeemers, Cedar Falls. Just want to take a moment and update you on the church's, at least Cedar Falls campus, approach to COVID and masks right now. Long story short is we're going to continue with our current approach of having optional masks being optional, and continuing to offer live worship services on Sunday morning, as well as a live stream service for those who are either unable or uncomfortable uh, attending that. So, there's a couple things just real quick. Number one is we are at this point operating within the constraints of the governor's uh, mandate. The churches are exempt from the ban on gatherings and as well as the mask mandates. So that's one consideration. The other consideration is we really want to be able to try to serve as many people in the body as possible. And the reality is that this is a very politicized, polarized, controversial issue. And we don't, at this point, want to be in a position where we are making a global decision on behalf of everyone in that wide variety. So to us, this is the best way we can offer service to as broad representation of the body as we can. So that may change. We'll see. Constantly learning things, and the situation is changing. So we'll see what happens there. One of the things I want to talk about real quickly, and I'll leave you with this, is just an encouragement to not give in to the temptation to polarize or even like spiritually polarize this thing. And here's what I mean. I see on the side of those who are more mass proponents, sometimes in Christian circles, talking about this is the loving thing to do. And I think that can certainly be an application for someone. But with something that's so extra biblical, I would be very careful to not make that the thing. Like, for example, I would not stand from the pulpit and comfortably and courageously preach that wearing masks is love, and therefore if you're not wearing it, it's not love. And so we want to be careful of positioning our language that way. And then likewise on the other side, people that tend to be more anti-maskers or whatever, can also polarize this spiritually by saying things like, well, we don't want to live in fear and we got to trust God. And there certainly may be the case that some people are operating out of fear and need to deal with that. But taking precaution is not necessarily a sign of, not trusting God. So we wear seatbelts. When you ride a roller coaster, you wear the restraints. So again, that's one way it can be polarized. So I just want to encourage us not to identify maybe where we might be thinking that way, and just be careful and submit these things to God and just have grace for one another and grant each other the benefit of the doubt, grant each other, give each other grace in our positions. And then just pray for health, pray for God to, do what he's doing with this thing and glorify himself, and that the gospel would not stop during this. And I'll be preaching about that tomorrow. So anyways, feel free to reach out to me. I've reached out to a lot of you. I haven't had a chance to, talk to everyone in the church. But certainly am willing and desiring to have conversations with whoever would like to. And you have my contact information, my email, donovan@redeemerhome.com. And or you can reach out to me on Facebook, and I'd love to connect. All right. Bless you, folks.